Hey you guys, um, it's February 18th, 2021. It is my birthday, and I keep trying to do a video, and people keep calling me, and it's not a bad thing, so I gotta stop and then start it over. But where was I? Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been making videos in the last couple days. I did 40 hours of overtime, and I was burnt out, and I really enjoy my charisma, and I really enjoy my energy, so I don't want to come on here and just force myself to do a video. And you guys know I'm a moody little bee, so I just can't do it. So I gotta make a video when I feel like making a video. Shout out to Aziz. He's a coworker of mine. He gave me some really good feedback on my videos. He says he watches them and he really likes them. Like, he had a huge smile on his face, and he enjoys the things that I talk about, and he says he always makes an effort to watch them. And he actually wants me to do more money, politics, and religion stuff. So I will get to one of those. But for my birthday, I wanted to show off one of my presents. My mom got me this. It's a silk shirt, and it's a Knights Templar. I love the Knights Templar. They're other than the Hopi people, they're my favorite kind of people. If you don't know what the Knights Templar are, research them. And there's a lot of mysterious things that go on with them. The Hopi people are indigenous to America, and they live on the over in Arizona, Utah, Nevada area, and they're also like my favorite people. All right, another gift I got. This is absinthe. It is my favorite alcohol, and for a long time it was actually outlawed here. And it wasn't illegal, it was outlawed, which means you couldn't make it, brew it, buy it here. I had to get it from Czechoslovakia, France, and there was Romania. There's a couple other places that I would get it shipped in from. And yeah, it's absolutely delicious. It's got kind of I would say Jägermeister kind of taste, because you can taste the anise in it, and it's brewed in copper kilns. It's got like 30 different ingredients, but it's this one thing that made it outlawed was this wormwood here. Wormwood is it's a psychoactive chemical, and it's one of the things. If you watched what's the movie Euro Trip, they take it and it's called Chasing the Green Fairy, and like they get all crazy and like they're seeing stuff, and it's not anything like that. But it does induce lucid dreaming to me. So I would always take a shot or two and then go to bed, and dreams are absolutely out of this world. If you want to see what it looks like, there's actually a couple ways to take it. This is a slotted spoon. This is actually a collector's item. You actually put it over a glass, and you soak a sugar cube in the absinthe, and then you put the sugar cube on top of the slotted spoon, and then you light it on fire, and then the sugar caramelizes, drips down in the shot, and you take the shot. That's a traditional absinthe shot. I'm going to pour it out as you can see it, and I will not try to pour it on my laptop. It is a beautiful green color. It looks like antifreeze. And if you pour it over ice, it turns blue, like literally this blue behind me. It turns like that blue. It looks really cool. So I'm gonna take a shot of this. Happy birthday and salud, cheers, gambe. I should have chilled it, but that's okay. A lot of people think that it's bad stuff. It just got a bad stigma. That's all it is. And in that stigma, it has to do with when it was originally being made. It was cheaper to produce, and people would like to drink it more than the wine and the vineyards that were putting out their wine. So it basically got bashed by the government, and they made it illegal. It's as simple as that. And they would say people would go crazy drinking it and all this and that stuff. And it wasn't anything like that. I'm sure the people that were going crazy were just raging alcoholics, and it's no different than somebody drinks too much wine, somebody drinks too much whiskey, rum. People just go crazy, and since it's got such a high alcohol content, it is typically supposed to be diluted with water. Same thing with whiskey. Whiskey is not supposed to be drinking straight. It's supposed to be diluted a little bit, and that's where rum and cokes, and actually Mountain Dew. That's what it was brewed for. If you know anything about the history of beverages, Mountain Dew was brewed to be made with whiskey. and it was supposed to be a little half and half thing. I've never tried Mountain Dew and whiskey, but I imagine it would taste nasty because because I like my whiskey straight. Actually, I like it with a little bit of bitters and a little bit of simple syrup. It's called an old fashioned. It's my favorite cocktail of choice. Actually, vodka gimlet is my favorite. And okay, though they're tied. They're tied for this because, and since I'm so moody, I can't ever decide on what I'd rather have. So, Coral's dad introduced me to old fashions, and actually had them as my the groom's wedding beverage. And she had a mojito, and we had our wedding down in Mexico. So the sugar is so much different. We use in America like refined sugars, and it's extra sweet and it's really nasty. Even our wedding cake was made in Mexico, so obviously we didn't get it shipped from America. So they use actual sugar cane, because it's like grown down there. It's native to that culture, and I want to say it's sweeter, but it doesn't taste so sugary. I can't really explain it. So like I'm not a big fan of sweets. I don't eat sweets. Whenever we get free sweets at at work or given out, I just don't even give them. I don't take them. Even Laura gave me a sucker, a Millennium Falcon sucker, and I literally I use it as a novelty item, and I just keep it on my rack of YouTube stuff that I do. I just won't eat sugar. I don't like it. If I wanted a comfort food, I would definitely go to chips and guacamole, chips and salsa. I could eat that crap up every day. And whenever I go to my favorite Mexican restaurant, I always make sure their guacamole is so good. Oh, I want to talk about Mexico again. And this is no offending to you, Cheech. You have great guacamole, but the guacamole in Mexico, oh my gosh, is so good. The avocados, if you see an avocado, if you go to the grocery store, they're like this big, right? And I got a pretty big hand, so like this is, I don't know, like 5 or 6 inches from here to here in Mexico. I can't even grab an avocado because they're monstrous. It looks like they were like made with like some sort of like a steroid serum or something because they're so massive. I bet you they can make an entire batch of avocados, guacamole, like a huge batch with like 4 avocados. That's how big they are. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. If you go around the fat side of it, like it's hard to get your fingers around it. Like they're huge, and yeah, same thing with the sugar. There, it's the sugar cane is like it tastes sweet, but it's not sugary. I can't explain it. Our wedding cake, I think I had definitely a piece, maybe a piece and a half. But yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to go somewhere, definitely go to Mexico. It's really safe. I know you probably hear a lot of bad stigma about it on the news and stuff, but yeah, stay away from Tijuana. And there's some places that you just want to avoid. But the touristy spots, Akumal and Playa del Carmen, like if there's lots of resorts, you're going to be safe. But you will see the cartel too. About every 1.5 to 2 miles, they have these little tiki huts like on the highway, and they're like sitting up there with AKs and stuff. It's territorial, like they're territorial down there, and they're just more open about it, with their laws. But it's one of those things where it's a different country, so you're going to experience different culture. And we've been down there a few times, and we've never had any issues or problems. We love it down there. But it's no different if you go to Chicago. You go to any place, any city, there's going to be dangerous parts of it. The natives will tell you there, be like, hey, stay away from Southside Chicago. Don't go beneath this one specific street. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, just don't go to South Central, don't Southeastern, Southwestern. You stay out of South Chicago, Philly, same way. Gary, Indiana, it used to be one of the most booming steel cities ever, and then it got completely abandoned by the government, and people turned to crime. Like that's one of the reasons why our economy is turning the way it is because they want to shut your jobs down. They want to make sure that you don't have enough money for yourself, so you do turn to crime. That's one of the things that crime makes money, and that's the prison systems. It's free labor. I mean, when people say slaves don't exist today, they do exist. You just got to know where to look. And they just make laws to make it legal. It's the same reason when people like they outsource American jobs to other countries. It's because they want the struggle here in America. They want only the 1% to survive, and they want everyone else to like starve out. I mean, think about they what's his face Biden. He said no more coal and no more pipeline. You know, and then he gives like $5.6 billion to Dubai to buy their oil. Like we have oil coming down from Canada and Alaska and everything. That's our stuff. Nope, nope. Forget the 2 million jobs. They can find other jobs. Like that's not fair. And then what happens? Texas, they got to turn out. They got rolling blackouts in Texas. I'm sorry, but if you've ever been to Texas, it is hot as crap. I mean, it's like a desert down there, you know. And now they have ice storms, and they can't even keep their power on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a huge problem when people say America is the greatest. It is not the greatest. It is far from the greatest. It's the greatest when it comes to like if there was ever going to be like a government that's terrified of their people because they've been burning them so bad and giving it to them in their keisters, yeah, we're talking about 1 billion guns here in America. If they ever want to try to take them away, 1 billion registered guns, not the ones that are unregistered. I bet you that we got 2 billion guns. You know, like can we overthrow our government? Yeah. Am I saying go overthrow our government? No, but I'm saying they're terrified. They are absolutely terrified of us. But yeah, I went on a tangent. I was actually going to talk about some other things about my birthday, but I guess it went in a political direction. But hey, that's what rants do. Um, I can make another video, and I'm actually going to start this one over because I got another phone call coming in, and people keep on messaging me, and I feel bad when I don't respond. So when somebody wishes me a happy birthday on Facebook or Snapchat, I always reply with like a genuine like paragraph that I think about them. I just don't like their comment. So last year it was like 76 people that I had to respond to, and if I start getting behind now, then I'm never going to catch up. I don't know if you guys can hear the binging, but it's going off, and it's going off on my CPU too here. But let me fast forward to my next video, and then let's get a maybe like a top 100 things that I absolutely love, or 100. I'm gonna do 100 birthday wishes. That's what I'm gonna do, a video of 100 things that I would wish for personally. So I'm going to upload this one right now. It's 9 o'clock. And yeah, I think that I can figure out 100 things that I wish for in probably a half hour. Last time I could do the movies, I thought it would take me 45 minutes, and it only took me like 25 minutes. And it took me more time to actually upload the video. Come on, YouTube, be my friend. That's one of my wishes, that YouTube does what it needs me to do, and to upload. That's what I want them to do. That's their job, for me to send a video to YouTube and it goes up into the stream. But it has not been very nice to me lately. I don't know why. Even though they say I got 4 gigs now instead of 2 gigs, they still kind of burn me on the upload speed. So please, YouTube, be nice to me. It's my birthday.